Here's SLC number 15, getting ready to head out. It's all finished except for the final touches on the interior. This one's really set up, track set up. It's got many extra track items. The first thing very unique about it, it has the only Ford Coyote engine in an SLC. You can see there's some modifications to the roll cage back supports, the rear engine braces. The frame stays the same. It's got a Graziano 6-speed transaxle, and the intake tube is different than the Ford, obviously. It's been modified. It's got Penske shocks all the way around. It's got thermostatically controlled oil cooler, 2 fuel pumps, 2 fuel filters. It's got race jacks which come out of the bottom of the car in 4 points to jack it up very quickly in the pits. Just hook it up to a tank of nitrogen. You can see the port in the back there, and actually that right there is where the tank gets hooked up. 150 pounds, and it gets jacked up the whole car at once like a Formula One car. It's got race logic traction control. It's got fire suppression. There's the little nozzle right there in the engine bay. There's another one on the other side. And that gets armed and will deploy, put out any fires. Got a custom fuel rail in there. Fuel pressure regulator. It's got a transmission cooler on the other side. And that's thermostatically controlled also. And they line up right with the rear vents. The exhaust is custom made, along with the headers on there to get a system that'll fit. You can see them down in there. Ceramic coated. It was a couple-day project to get those headers made. This is a new vent offering by the company. Carbon fiber rear vents. They look really nice and also aid in the engine cooling. This has you can see the rear had to be modified there with the glass and the actual body to accommodate the Coyote air intake. And that's gets covered by a scoop in the back. You see the snow plow in the back. It's a custom add-on. That would be the carbon fiber wing. It's real nice how it's set up so it can lean back. And then it just is right back up in place, and 2 bolts hold it back on. You can see how the race tail is set up there in the back. The exhaust coming straight out. It's got carbon fiber front rear well vents. Tow hook up on top. Little LED strip lights in the headlight buckets. Carbon fiber mirrors. You can see this one has not a full race cage, but a step down from that. It's got sidebars. They are going into the entrance, and what's nice about these is they are removable. So if you're not actually on the track driving around on the street, you can take them out, so it's easier to get in and out. These are the stock seats that come with it now. A little bit larger than they used to be, and they fit nicely. Then we go into the steering wheel. This has a Summit Raptor Pro push button system. There's 8 buttons that are Wi-Fi and goes to a unit, so there's no wiring to it, so it can be removed when the steering wheel gets removed with the quick release. But they can control anything you want on the car, basically. Like that one controls the horn, obviously. And then this one has an AIM MXL2 data logger, and it plugs directly into the engine computer management, OB2, and you can draw anything that the computer is, you can put it onto the screen. Right now I have it set up for engine coolant temperature, oil temperature, water temperature, and oil pressure. But I've got everything on there. It's a nice little setup. You can choose, I believe, 6 different screens that will show the racetracks that you're on, because it's GPS connected. And then it's got a backup camera up top, which is a nice positioning. It doesn't block the view or anything. And there's the adjustment for the race logic, digital to adjust the slip, and then all kinds of controls, switches, and you can see it's packed up to go with some interior pieces and materials that are going with it. It also has a backup sensors that will sound an alarm if you get too close to something. And it has two little sensors in the body on each side. The backup camera is actually there. Got LED lights in the back. And with that, we'll just fire up an idea of what it sounds like.